greetings to all in the world now and in the future. Thanks for coming out for our new end of year extravaganza. The 2025 edition. This event comes to you courtesy of Strong Women, Strange Worlds, which is a group of authors who support each other by elevating the voices of women and other underrepresented gender identity authors of science fiction, fantasy, and horror through events such as this and through our bi-monthly, that means twice a month, virtual quick read sessions. You can find out more about Strong Women, Strange Worlds by visiting the website. And if you keep an eye on chat, I will attempt to post a link to the website while also nattering at you. So this is a challenge, high stakes difficulty. I'm your host today. I'm Vanessa MacLaren-Wray, and you can find out about all of us, the authors of the moment, and everybody who's contributing to this event by going to the website and by downloading the handout for this event. Just like all the quick read events, there's a handout that gives you everything you need to know about everyone who's participating. So you don't have to try to scribble everything down right now. You have the chance to find that information a little bit later. What I like to do when I'm attending one of these things is open that link while I'm playing, and then I can go back to it after the event and search out all the things I'm looking for. So I advise that as a good action. Okay, so given that we're recording, and given the way people are familiar with events nowadays online, I've got to get formal here, okay? Note that we're recording this session, but you may not. Recording of this session by the audience is explicitly not allowed. Recording of electronic communications, whether it's a Zoom meeting or a webinar, without permission is illegal. So just don't do it. Today, we are featuring 7 different authors who will be competing for your attention to convince you to take one of their books out on a date on the basis of their marvelous pitches. Be prepared to want more than one of these books, and that's okay. All right, remember, we've been through that. Polybiblyamory is entirely legal. Here's what we're going to do. We have our 7 authors, see them lined up there waiting to go. You're going to take a book out on a date, we hope. And it's the holiday season. And if you watch a holiday movie, you know what happens if you go out on a date in the holiday season. You're going to fall in love and you're going to want to stay together forever. So be prepared for that. And that's okay, because all these books have families that you will get to know and love as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce each person in turn, and they're going to pitch you their book. Take notes in your head or on paper or on a Word file you have off on the side. And after everyone's had a chance to pitch to you, we're going to go into more like dating game stuff. Well, we're going to ask them questions like you might, in the old style dating game. And we'll conclude with a really rapid fire one where you and I will get to ask them really quick questions to find out which of your favorite tropes are in these books, so you know which ones to get first. Okay. All right. So let's bring on our authors. And remember, everyone has chat open. So you'll be taking notes and you'll be ready to ask questions. Okay. All right. Our first author to pitch to you is Cassandra O'Sullivan Sacher. Cassandra is a writer, English professor, and Bram Stoker Award nominated editor who has authored such works as the dark suspense novel Darkness There, but something more, and the short horror story collections Prepare the Coffin, Tales of the Macabre, and Keeper of Corpses, and other dark tales. Should I be scared by now, Cassandra? Okay, I'm going to set a 2-minute timer, and it is time for you to convince everybody they want to date your book.
Hi, I'm Cassandra O'Sullivan Sacher. Darkness There, But Something More is a dark suspense, dark academia novel about Marissa Owens, an Edgar Allan Poe scholar and college English professor who's been through some difficulties lately, such as getting divorced from a fellow faculty member. So, feeling that she needs a fresh start, she takes on a new teaching position at her alma mater, Blackthorn University. Things are getting more normal for Marissa after a while. She's interacting with students, meeting new colleagues, grading tons of papers, as English professors do. But then, one of her best students goes missing and turns up dead. Marissa gets drawn into the investigation due to her close relationship with the deceased, and she starts thinking about events that occurred when she was a student at Blackthorn back in the late 90s while pledging a sorority. In both timelines, like in the famous poem by Edgar Allan Poe, The Raven, there's darkness there. But hopefully for Marissa, something more. Thank you.
Wow. Now she has set a mark there for brevity and clarity. Is anybody not convinced that they need to buy this book? That was awesome, Cassandra. I can't wait to hear more. And my timer only just now went off, so I got several seconds of your time to praise you. That was great. Next up, we have Kelly Aten, award-winning author and Michigan native. Kelly Aten brings heroines to life in a variety of blended sapphic fiction genres. She specializes in speculative fiction romance, focusing on extraordinary women who are as flawed as they are compelling, just like her. Kelly writes heroines into existence one story at a time. Are you ready for a heroine? Take it away, Kelly.
Welcome, 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 and don't adjust that dial, folks. Thanks for tuning in to the Quality Book Network with your host, Jilly Mays. That's me. I know. It's all very exciting, but please hold your applause until after I've shown you today's amazing product. Tell me, are you one of those people who suffers from analysis paralysis when it comes to picking out your next read off the precarious old TBR pile? Or are you constantly buying new books only to find them unable to hold your attention for long, and now that very same TBR pile is out of control? Fear not, I have the perfect solution. What if I told you there was an entire series set on a foreign world, one containing mythical beasts, an aggressive race of merfolk, and steampunk technology? Not only that, but you'll get an action adventure written in the same spirit as Indiana Jones or Lara Croft. I know what you're thinking. Sounds like just another regular walk down the speculative fiction aisle at Barnes & Noble. But wait, there's more. We've got mental powers, pistols, swords, stones of power, a divine mystery, and aliens. Oh, and let's not forget the spicy royal romance between the adventurous heir to the throne, Olivia Dracour, and the woman in charge of her security, Commander Castellan Tosh. Seriously, is it getting warm in here or what? You get all of those things and more in an entire trilogy worthy of movie making. What are you waiting for? And act now before you become just another unsatisfied book hoarding victim. Thank you. Go get them.
Okay, that was just so awesome. I loved especially the pew.
I broke one of the things that I chucked behind me, so.
Well, but wait, there's more somewhere.
But wait, there's more.
That was fantabulous. Okay. Breathe. Okay. Our next author, I hope she's ready. Kelsey Josephson, there you are, is the author of Forsaken Beauty and the Ether Beast. After her father sells her to the ringmaster, strong woman Belle thinks she'll spend the rest of her days performing stunts until she succumbs to her ether poisoning, a deadly condition that has given her her unnatural strength. An encounter with the beast by her solitary campfire changes everything, and thereby hangs a tale, no doubt. Are you ready, Kelsey?
I am.
Go for it.
Good morning and welcome to the 11th hour of WCR News, coming to your radios from airships to parlors everywhere. I'm Victoria Darlston, your brand new host. On my first day, I have an exclusive breaking news on the recent escape from the circus. You've heard about running away to the circus, but what about running away from the circus? A reward of 1,000 silver pieces is being offered for the return of the Circus Illume's beast, dead or alive. The creature is believed to have taken their strongwoman Belle captive during their first live performance together. The reward will be doubled by Wire Store Incorporation if Belle is found alive. Descriptions of the fugitives will be made available at all national post offices. You can send in your sightings via telegraph or via your local precinct. This just in, we have more information about the fugitives. Belle, the strong woman hailing from the mining town Aetherborn. Wait, isn't that place a ghost town? Anyway, Belle has been a strong woman for the last decade, rising as a child star. Though her appearance is striking from her towering height to her unnaturally dark veins from ether poisoning, she is described as a strange but kind woman known to delight audiences with her quiet strength. There are rumors she did not enter the circus willingly, given the brutal nature of her early feats of daring. I see a note from editorial to redact that last sentence. My apologies. We have a description for Beast, and I have to tell you, he sounds beyond belief. He has the body of a large white bear with streaks of black and silver in his fur. He has wickedly sharp claws and get this, huge antlers. Some audience members swore he spoke. Beast was a recent addition to the Circus Illume. The ringmaster claims the creature was smitten with Belle, bringing apples and a rose to her trailer. He was immediately inspired for a fresh act when he saw the Beast's devotion. Aw, Beast sounds like a cinnamon roll. Why lock him up? Yes, I'll get back to the story. Stop making an X at me. Sounds cute. What? Oh, okay. I've been informed that the beast is considered wildly dangerous and to proceed with caution as he has a record of violent outbursts during his training. This was Morning News briefing on WCR, sponsored by Wirestone Corporation and... oh dear. The Circus Illume. This is Victoria Darlington signing off on WCR for the first and likely final time.
Wow, that was awesome. Now there is masterful planning and rehearsal. She had 1 second left in her allotted time. That was, I mean, perfect. Thank you so much, Kelsey. I can't wait to hear more about that story. Our next featured author is none other than Anne E.G. Nydam. Anne has written and illustrated books for all ages. She also makes relief block prints and writes short stories and poems celebrating the wonders of worlds, both real and imaginary. And I'm now getting frightened by her background. She lives near Boston with the usual sorts of family and pets, including a pampered Venus flytrap. It's hardly usual, Anne. I mean, is the plant by any chance named Audrey 3?
No. Can you just tell me for a second whether, since I'm switching
modes, you are perfect. You have the background weather forecast with N.E.G. Nydam. We have 2 newscasters. This is almost like a regular news
it's
program.
It's a whole TV hour.
We've had the news, the breaking news, and now we have the weather. Everyone talks about it, but who's going to do something? Go for it, Anne.
All right. It's time for the weather report, and I'm Anne Nydam. Now, dark clouds hang over much of our region, but despite stormy weather, the chance of joy is rising in regions affected by the bittersweetness and light weather system, which contains a collection of hopeful short stories, poems, and art to relieve the current high pressure. In drought-stricken areas, our intrepid librarian is climbing directly into books for relief for the community, while we also have reports of a ghost sticking around to welcome and reassure those suffering from squalls of discrimination. In case of rain, be sure to look out for rainlings, and remember that it's bad luck to be cruel to anyone, no matter how small. Throughout the galaxy, there's a lot going on. We see a strong localized hope event in the blue thing, where the air quality outside the domes is higher than expected. And over here in the region of learning to move against the current, a connection front has been building up over the past several months. Travelers to the planetoid of the Scanner's Tail should look out for highly welcoming conditions in the secret mushroom worlds beneath the arid plains. And in the Yemthres zone of contention, there's a rising chance of peace, but be sure to pack your ceremonial poncho. Now, should you need to construct shelter during this unsettled weather, Bittersweetness and Light includes complete instructions for building your own castle in the air. You can prepare for upcoming cold snaps by contributing hugs and laughter to your local witch for knitting warm mittens and socks for the neighborhood, as well as by stocking up on bottled purrs, the surefire remedy for listlessness, melancholy, loneliness, and chills. That's all the time we have, but be sure to get your copy of Bittersweetness and Light, which includes lots more heartwarming art, poetry, and stories, and raise your own hope index by up to 75%. Over to you, Vanessa.
Excellent, excellent. Another skilled delivery of the news. I noticed that our people who are imitating television programming, which is rigidly defined by time, are being so pro. It's just awesome. Thank you so much. Who we got next in the queue? Oh my gosh, we have Karen Heuler. Karen's stories have appeared in over 120 literary and speculative magazines and anthologies, including the Magazine of Fantasy and Science Fiction and Asimov's, and they've won multiple awards. The Splendid City is her 10th book. 10th? Wow. Now, that's some dedication. Are you all set, Karen?
I'm set.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Oh, hi. I'm Eleanor, a witch in training, who made a very slight mistake with my spell against Stan. A pushy, controlling stalker I worked with. He's a man, but I accidentally turned him into a cat or half cat. When he stands upright, he looks like a hairy man, and when he's on all fours, he's a cat. He doesn't stop bragging and he likes to shoot people, but as he insists, I only allow myself to shoot once a day, and I never kill them, you know. He gets too irritated, and we have both been exiled to Liberty, which used to be known as Texas before it seceded. The president, this guy. The president has parades all the time, swoops in and disappears people, insisting they're just going on vacation. But because he sometimes gives cars away to the people he grabs, everyone's fine with it. Oh, and he has rows of animatronic heads lining the 2-block boulevard. Whoop, only one head left. Asking people if they're happy or if they know anyone who isn't. I advise you not to answer. I've been sent to find a missing witch, and Stan has been sent to learn his lesson or something. He thinks he's looking for buried treasure, and he stumbled onto a scheme about the missing river. Phew, let him find it, or let him just sit around eating shrimp tacos and sneering at people. He can't help himself. He has a personality dysfunction. My head witch could fix the spell I did and change him back, but apparently I have to learn a lesson as well. And why should I care? He'll be like this even if someone turns him into a pumpkin. I wish someone would turn him into a pumpkin. In the meantime, I'm tired of these parades. And by the way, Dan carries signs in the protest parades, but he'll scamper up a tree if someone tries to grab him. He's ungrateful. And damn it all, he's having a wonderful time. Should I go up to one of those animatronic presidential heads and whisper his name?
Maybe you should. Thank you so much, Karen. We have an echo of our times, and I'm reminded so deeply of my own cats. Thank you so much. Our next author is, oh my gosh, we have Elizabeth Davis. Are you in the room? There you are. Hallelujah.
I've been causing issues in chat.
Yeah. Elizabeth is a second generation writer living in Dayton, Ohio. They live there with their spouse and 2 cats, neither of which have been lost to ravening corn mazes or sleeping serpent gods. They can be found at deadfishbooks.com when they aren't busy creating the beautiful nightmares and bizarre adventures. Well, cats, imperiled or not, are the perfect inspiration, as we've already seen. So can you top that?
Maybe. All I know is that holidays are coming up, and you all know what that means. Great sacrifice of currency to ever-hungry and howling horrors. If you need a little extra money, might I suggest joining our temp pinch person agency? I know that doesn't sound appealing at first if all you know about pinching is from movies, being yelled at by egomaniacs and punched by heroes. Most of you have gotten out of the retail space for just that reason. But there is more to it, I promise. There is the idea of adventure and even personal satisfaction. Just ask the man who is a personal assistant to a hellhound. He vouches that the infernal doggo is the best boss he's ever had. And if you have any unique skills, there's a high demand from real estate agents, social media experts, and tailors, especially tailors. If you want to read more about what to expect, check out Madame, Don't Forget Your Sword, Tales of Psychics, Pinch People, and Other Minions while waiting for your application to be processed. We hope you survive the experience and make it to the holidays.
I love that catchphrase. Well, we hope you survive the experience. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I think we can be confident that most people will survive reading your book, and I emphasize that most. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. I love your cover, by the way. Our last reader also helped to organize this whole to-do, so let's give her some extra love in chat, would you? Gabby Gilliam. I'm sorry, I flipped your name. Gabby Gilliam is a writer, a teacher, and a mom. She lives in the DC metro area with her son, and she's a founding member of the Old Scratch Short Form Collective. I want to join this club. Her poetry and fiction have appeared online and in multiple anthologies. Hurrah for short fiction! All right, what's cooking, Gabby?
All right, so today we're going to be whipping up my newest recipe. We are going to start with a dash of tea sipped by the devil, and then we're going to add a fresh squeezed lemon that is accidentally a demon due to some sloppy penmanship. And then we're going to add a drop of a pet dragon that's hard to name and a pinch of personified office chair. Then we're going to fold in the colors of a fresh lie. And after that, we're going to add just a bit of brainstorms passed from mother to daughter. And then a spoonful of lost love summoned for just one more night. After that, we're going to add a splash of sentient river, eager to find a new friend, and a dollop of disastrous flying lessons for an irritated witch. And last but not least, we're going to add 2 heaping tablespoons of hedge witch revenge. After that, we are going to let them simmer in the pot. Once they've saturated your thoughts, you're going to remove the pot from the burner, and voila, you've got a taste of magic. It makes 11 servings. They are best enjoyed in small bites. Bon appetit.
I'm actually hungry. I'm craving some kind of very strange soup. So at least I know what to do after the event today is try my hand in the kitchen. Thank you so much, Gabby, for your pitch and for everything else you've been doing in the background. Okay. Whew. Well, weren't those the best pitches ever? Has everyone bookmarked everybody? Okay, because things are going to get fast now. They're going to fast, and they're going to get faster. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to try to pretend we're in the old style dating game. We're going to ask each of the candidates here some leading questions, and they have a very short time to answer. And then one of them will get to elaborate a little on their answer. So authors, I'm going to warn you, we're going to do this round robin style, and I'm going to keep the order the same so I don't lose track of who's gotten an answer. Then I'll pick one person to give me a little detail on each one, but we're going to need to go quickly because there's another event coming up after this one. People don't want to stay in this one all day, so we're going to have to pay attention to the clock. Oh God, I hate that part. Anyhow, here, and I have chat open, audience. So if you have a cool retro question that one might pose on the dating game, pop that in there. I've got backups, but it would be more fun to have more from the audience here. Okay, we're going to start with a classic. And keep in mind, you have like seconds to have an answer, and most of you have had a preview of some of these, so be ready. If your character described themselves as an animal, what kind of animal would they be? Gabby.
Funny because you say you were going to keep it in order, so I thought I was going to be going last, but that's fine.
No, I'm using my screen order because I can't check with the list. Anne, you're up.
Oh no, it's fine. I can still answer. Just what's unexpected. So in one of my stories, one of the characters is the devil, and of course he would be a cat because of
okay, cat. Anne.
I have lots of animals, but I'm going to go with enormous alien green and turquoise tentacled botanical cat.
Okay, Cassandra.
I mean, also a cat, but a black one. There's a black cat in the book. Lots of cats.
Kelsey.
My beast is a golden retriever.
Ooh, awesome. Karen.
Cat, obviously. Though sometimes a man.
Well, a man is an animal.
Yes.
Kelly?
I have two MCs. So the princess would be a tiger, and the captain of her guard would be a guard dog. She's very loyal.
Elizabeth?
Well, of course, we have to have a cat. That seems to be mandatory to even be here. But along with the hellhound, we also do have a dragon, and a duck that is also a familiar for a magic user.
Okay. I'm jotting down notes from the chat for some of ours. Okay, the next one on my list is your main character a city mouse or a country mouse?
Ooh.
Gabby.
So I have lots of main characters, but I would say the majority of them, country mice. Country mice.
And
I have to go with suburb, where you can join the witch on the porch, rocking and knitting things in the evening for the whole neighborhood.
Awesome. Cassandra.
If I have to do city or country, definitely country, but also more suburb.
Oh, okay.
Small
We should
town.
have that as an alternative. So, Kelsey, city, country, or the in-betweens?
Belle would like to be a city, but she doesn't know.
She doesn't know. Well, that's very realistic. Karen.
Stan will go wherever there are good cafes with shrimp tacos. Eleanor is more of a city girl. Yeah, the witch.
Yeah. Kelly.
Both of my mains are more of a dirigible kind. They will go wherever adventure takes them, so it doesn't matter where.
Okay. Elizabeth.
I like to think we have a mix of both and quite a few in between, such as Does a delivery driver count as a country mouse or a city mouse or just simply stuck in space?
Stuck in space. Okay, well, I skipped this on the last one because I was getting too engaged with the game. But Kelly, can you elaborate a bit on this, being a bit of a dirigible and so on? Are there dirigibles in the story?
Yes, it is a very steampunk type trilogy. So they spend a lot of time traveling around to wherever the next adventure takes them, and they do it via dirigible, so they're a big airship. So yeah, they find themselves often looking out the back of the dirigible. So they don't care where they're at.
Okay, by show of hands, somebody did not have a cat as the animal that their main character would turn into. Who did not name cat? Kelsey. Okay, so why is the beast? Why would they be a golden retriever? I mean, golden retrievers, that's like the most cuddly, sweetest animal in the universe.
My beast is a cinnamon roll, and he actually cooks for my Belle. He's a big old sweetheart for her.
Okay. So you're getting previews of tropes, audience. So keep that in mind when we get to the final round. Okay. Next question. I'm going to go for an audience question here. Is there any reason that I should cancel my plans until New Year's to read this book? Is this a one night read, or is this we're going to be in it for the long haul? Gabby.
One night stand for me.
And
I think you want to read a little bit every day on mine.
Okay. Micro dating. Cassandra.
I'd say it's a couple nights of a fling, depending on how fast a reader you are.
Oh, okay. So you might have time to pick up a new date for New Year's. Kelsey.
It's a commitment, but worth it.
Okay, there we go. Karen.
I'd say it's a 2-night read. It's not too long, not too short, just right.
Oh, we're in the Goldilocks zone. Kelly.
I would say once you read one, you're going to want to read the other ones in the series. So you're in it for the long haul, and then hopefully the story stays with you after.
So this book has sisters that you're going to want to be connected to. Okay, Elizabeth.
Given it's an anthology, I like to think of it as a box of chocolates. Those with self-control could probably make it last until New Year's Eve. Those who don't have self-control, you probably can get a couple nights out of it depending on your sugar tolerance and.
Okay, Cassandra, can you tell us a little bit more on your answer to that question? Can you elaborate just a little bit?
Sure. Well, I will say that I have had many readers of this novel tell me they hadn't finished a book in years and they ran right through this. And so then I went and told them about lots of my other books too.
That's the right move. Learn from this, all of us. Okay, let's see, a new question. All right, let's pick one character from your collection or from your ensemble cast. And what would they say to this question? What is your best pickup line? Gabby.
So, how do you feel about eternity?
And
Ziblik said ineffable feather squid like peanut butter. Want to come over to my place and give them some treats?
Cassandra.
No, thank you. I've been burned.
Kelsey.
I think Belle would just run back to her books. She can't do it.
True books for true introverts. Karen.
Are you sure this is pineapple on my shrimp taco?
Kelly. This is the pickup line.
This is a pickup line from.
So the captain would not. The captain would not get the pickup lines, but there is one of the lines in the second book of the series where she she turns back to her beloved, the princess, and says, "Are you just going to sit there like that, looking, her coverlets are slipping?" And the princess says in return, "If you didn't want a chair, Commander, you shouldn't have nailed legs to my seat." So
Elizabeth.
I believe that one of our stories does in fact have a very sexy title, which is called This Dress Has Pockets. And I think many people would find that irresistible.
Okay, so who would like to elaborate? Gabby, can you give us a little bit more on that response?
Sure. So one of my main characters is the devil himself. And so if he was picking up somebody, it would be for the long haul. So that's why I chose How Do You Feel About Eternity?
Aw, that's sweet. Awesome. Okay. How about a seasonal one contributed by the audience? So feel free to add musical accompaniment if you care to. But if your character went caroling or whatever musical thing one does at their holidays, what would they sing? Gabby?
Last Christmas so that everybody loses Whammapalooza.
Anne?
Hope and joy come to you. That's what the whole book is about.
Awesome. Cassandra?
Let's go with long pause while I go through my repertoire of Christmas songs. Let's go with Good King Wenceslas because that's what my brain spat out.
Excellent. Yes. Well, yeah. It does that to me too. Kelsey.
I'm going to go with Silent Night, but I think my characters would prefer to listen to Carol of the Bells.
Oh, that's spooky. Karen.
I had it. I've got it again. Carol of the Shrimp Tacos.
I'm detecting a theme here. Kelly.
My characters are not known for singing. They're not from this world. So I would say they would be off standing under the mistletoe, snogging.
No songs necessary. Elizabeth.
Well, given the premise of this anthology, this would be during corporate mandated fun time, and thus the only appropriate song for everyone is Jingle Bells, since there's no religious connotation. But nobody's quite sure about the pitch or version. At least one person starts like half a verse in late.
Cool. Okay. So, Karen, can you elaborate a little bit on this business of the Carol of the Pineapple Taco?
Well, I actually don't think Stan would go caroling at all. Instead, he'd go to a cafe and have his beer and have his tacos and listen into all the conversations around him and make sneering remarks.
Okay, so I think we have time for one more. So, what is your idea? And this is you have to be real quick. What is your idea of the perfect date? So, what would you do on the perfect date? Just one outing idea. Gabby.
My characters would cook together.
Oh,
So surprised. Anne.
Spelunking into a book.
Okay. I like that one. Cassandra.
Go visit Edgar Allan Poe's gravesite in Baltimore.
Ooh, Kelsey.
Picnic under the stars, and that does happen in my book.
Ooh, Karen.
I wouldn't mind at all if somebody cooked for me.
There you go. That's a great date. Kelly.
So my characters actually went on a safe, low danger, adventurous mission as their kind of betrothal celebration trip. One that kept them safe, so the security team could all kind of join in and be adventurous together with the royal couple.
Cool. Elizabeth.
Well, we have many different characters and they all have different ideas of a good date. However, I think we all can agree that the best date would be one in which you don't have to worry about your boss calling you in the middle because everything's on fire.
Okay. All right. So I have one. I need to squeeze in one more. Somebody has one in chat here. We just, if we're going to your book setting, and some of you have collections, so pick one. If we're going to one of your stories settings, name one thing you have to have in your suitcase if you're going to travel there.
Comfortable shoes.
Gabby?
Comfortable shoes. Comfortable shoes. Yeah.
Okay. And
I guess I'll go with the ceremonial poncho I mentioned in my pitch.
okay. Cassandra?
Warm clothing because rural Pennsylvania gets cold.
I know it. Kelsey?
Layers. Airships go everywhere.
Karen?
A broom.
Okay, excellent. Collapsible, I hope. Kelly?
You're going to be going on an adventure with the entire team, so whatever you think somebody would wear, sturdy boots, sturdy pants and shirt. Make sure you have maybe a pistol and a knife and a pouch to carry your things. Think Indiana Jones or Lara Croft.
Okay, that's more than one thing, Kelly. Elizabeth?
It's an outfit.
Yeah.
I'm not picking a setting because the answer remains the same. You should always have a towel.
Always bring your towel. Okay. Elizabeth, the towel is the essential. We all know that from a certain book. You want to have a couple other things you want to throw in the bag?
Well, I would say that you should probably have in your bag, seeing her going through, which worlds would you actually want to go visit? We have at least one sturdy pair of scissors that plays a vital role in one story, so you should always have a sturdy pair of scissors.
Okay. My family would agree. We're always losing scissors. So, I keep buying scissors and they disappear. I blame the cats. Okay, let's move on to our final segment, and we'll have to move quickly because, as I pointed out, my computer seems to be behind time. So we have 5 minutes left, and we're just going to play rapid fire speed dating questions. And this is kind of a visual one. So I'm just going to call out, a thing. And if you have that thing in your book, a trope, a kind of setting, a sort of character, then you raise your hand. Okay. And audience, keep track. If your favorite trope comes up, you spot the person who has what you want and make sure you get it. Okay. So has everyone found the hand raise button on the Zoom
No,
tools?
not yet. Yeah, where is it?
Down at the bottom under
React.
Yeah,
React.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And there we go. There everyone's raising hands. Okay.
Oh.
Lower your hands now because we're going to start asking you questions. Okay. All right. Which of you authors has been pitching a book that has the only one bed, only one room, and it's night trope? Aha. We have Kelsey and Kelly, I think. No, just Kelsey. Some of the hands float and I have to track them. Okay. Talking animals. Okay. Anne and Elizabeth and Karen all have talking animals. Magical creatures.
Oh.
I see. Anne and Gabby, Karen,
Me
almost
too.
everybody except Cassandra and Kelly has talking animals in them. All right. Fairy tale retellings. Where are they? I'm Gabby, Kelsey. Okay. A great evil that is about to return. No, nobody's got evil. That's holidays. We don't need evil. Magical fortune telling, oracle bones, tarot, things like that. Ooh, no fortune tellers. Okay,
do mental
more Halloween
powers
type stuff. Yeah. Let's see. This line. Who did this to you? Yeah. Okay. I knew somebody would have that one. A spooky abandoned place. Oh, yeah. Kelsey and Anne both have that. Okay. Who's got a sexy detective? We got to have a sexy detective somewhere. I see. Cassandra has a sexy detective. An alien who is also an escaped criminal. Anyone got one of those? Oh no! I thought for sure we'd have one of those. a revenge plot. Is anyone out for revenge? Oh yeah, that is our stock and trade. I think only Kelsey is not going out for revenge here. But I'm thinking Labrador Retrievers are not big on revenge. Genetic hybrids. Anyone got genetic hybrids? Oh yeah, there we go. Kelsey and Callie. Genetic hybrids. We got genetic hybrids. A dual timeline. Is there one? Where you got timelines going on in two places? Okay, Cassandra's got one of those. I love those. I love the jumping back and forth. That unsteady. Who's got a superhero? Anyone got a superhero? Oh, okay. Karen's got Elizabeth got superheroes. Awesome. Am I getting them all? You can also shout out if I don't call your name. I'm reciting so that people who don't have time to look at the screen. Anyone happen to have any LGBTQ plus characters or elements at all? I guess I really should ask, is anyone not in this particular book? Okay, anyone got any dirty jokes? Or at least sort of off-color humor? Yeah. Okay, we got those. I think we've established that we have at least one airship pirate. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Kelsey's got airship pirates. All right. And anyone doing a tea party with the devil? I think the devil was in. I heard the devil mentioned. Okay, Gabby's got a tea party. I love tea. Here's my tea. Okay. Oh, who has developed an entire language? Is there a conlang in there? Kelly's got a conlang. Yeah. Oh, I love language. It's
a vocabulary, yes, but
yes. Well, vocabulary is the essential core of a language. Yeah. Next step, do the syntax. This is kind of on my list here. I have who has an ineffable feather squid, and I think I know who that is. Okay, yeah, that's Anne. I remember hearing that phrase. Who's got music or poetry in the story, or just as part of the book? Anyone got that? Yeah, okay. If the character sings a song, you have music in it. Okay, music or poetry, we got that. Anne and Kelly both claim they have that. Anyone do any camping out?
I mean,
music and poetry.
They're always traveling.
Yeah, and Elizabeth has music and poetry. Kelly and Anne have characters who go camping. I love, like in Lord of the Rings, they're always camping. It's great. Any puns? Puns? I need puns. Nobody's doing puns? Oh no. Okay, well, get to work for next year. Let's see. What else have I got? Oh, just like the real world, except there's magic or vampires and werewolves and things like that. Everything's the same except the fantasy element. Yeah. We just love that, don't we? We all love that. I'm watching my time here. I have 1 minute. Okay. One thing. Who has a cursed artifact? Anyone have a curse? I think Elizabeth has a curse. Okay. Way to run to end a holiday event with a curse. And if you don't think you want all these books, you either came in really late or you haven't been paying attention. So check your notes, check your handout, look at all these fabulous covers, and be prepared to read all the way through the holidays, and be ready for the new year when everyone's coming out with new stuff, because we are at time by my clock, which means we're over time. Sorry, I need to fix my BIOS. Everybody was such great sports. I want to thank you for putting up with me today and letting us all have a super great time.